People. In the skilled trades, employees are a company's greatest asset. Without them, nothing gets done. These are the people that an employer's life and livelihood are so intimately connected to. Empower Production is a company that believes it has found ways to protect, make more efficient, and reduce the cost of these valuable assets. What's this new thing that Empower Productions thinks it can do for skilled trades companies? We call it Modus, and it's actually not a new thing, but a combination of products and services that have been around for a while, being used in new ways. The main thing Modus creates is an opportunity for trades employers to train their employees more efficiently. But the company's founder, Brett Boggs, is not a white-collar person who has high expectations of his new brainchild, but a person who has worked in the trades his whole life, seen an obvious need, and found a way to fill it. The elements of the Modus training system are MaxPanda CMMS software, Empower Production video hosting cloudware, Empower Production video creation services, and your employee's computer or smartphone. With these elements and a little know-how, employers can reduce accidents, make employees feel more secure and confident every day, save money on downtime, save money on damaged equipment, reduce insurance premiums, save manager hours in training, make onboarding processes more efficient and more effective, help employees understand better the culture, mission, attitudes, and workflows of the company, make employees better at their jobs and able to get more done. Modus is another word for method, but that doesn't mean our method. It means yours. Think of your dream employee. Let's call him Jim. He has an established, consistent method for everything he does. He makes decisions the way you make decisions, and sometimes better. He is highly trained and experienced. He works quickly, but does not rush. He doesn't have accidents. He doesn't mistreat his fellow employees. How much is this employee worth? Not just to your pocketbook, but to your peace of mind. With Modus, you can not only help your existing employees become more like Jim, but help to weed out potential employees that are not ready to do the job up to your standards. Let's get down to dollars and cents. An implementation of Empower Production with Modus for an HVAC shop with 15 technicians would cost $4,644 a year. If that implementation changed the shop's workman's comp rating from a 7.558 to a 5.35, it would save the shop $16,189 in workman's comp that year. This is a profit to the shop of $11,545. It is fairly obvious that Empower Production is most profitable for a company whose industry is in a higher risk bracket and who is currently being insured in the higher end of that window. For these companies, just the insurance saving makes Empower Production not just another business expense, but an income generator. On top of that, a company saves on the costs of downtime, broken equipment, deadlines not reached, or the added value of an employee that is quickly trained. What would modus look like in action? Consider this. Brian is your new hire. He has a go-getter attitude and has just graduated from a trade school. Today, he'll be using a ladder and a nail gun to repair some broken eaves around the perimeter of a client's 2-story apartment building. Without modus, Brian's manager will take the time to explain the points of ladder and nail gun safety to Brian, if he's not too busy. Brian had ladder training in trade school a year ago, and Brian will listen to the manager. But let's be honest, most likely glance over everything he says about ladder safety because he's thinking of getting out there and impressing his new boss by knocking out the job that has to be done. Fortunately, Brian was pretty spry when he fell 10 feet from the poorly secured ladder with the nail gun in his hand. He pointed the gun away from himself, and it went off without hurting anyone. He managed to come away with only a badly sprained ankle, but that put him off the job for a week and sent him to urgent care, raising the company's insurance risk factor. Now, let's do this whole scenario again using modus. Before Brian was hired, he was given a series of tests so the construction company could see if he had the intelligence to follow simple instructions from a video. After he was hired, he was trained how to use and when to use MaxPanda CMMS and Empower video hosting services. Brian's manager gives him his tasks for the day. Brian has already been trained that before using any QR encoded equipment, he should watch the video that comes up on his smartphone by scanning the QR code that's on the equipment. Then, Brian takes the test that automatically is played at the end of the video, or the tests that are played in intervals on the video. Brian passes the tests, and it is logged in the computer that he did. He safely uses the ladder and nail gun. Very soon, the records of all the videos watched and tests passed by Brian and his coworkers are sent to the company's insurer. And because this program was suggested by the insurer, the company's insurance rates are lowered. Most importantly, Brian is safe and the job is done reliably. As any business owner or manager might have already surmised, setting up a system like this is not simple. This entire system must be set up by a trained Empower production team member. Our team member will come to your site and make sure all of the software is set up correctly. Assets are logged, managers and staff are trained on the software, and set up a video training schedule for your employees. After that, any videos specific to your company will take time to produce, depending on the complexity and the production value desired. We hope that you will consider letting Empower Production help you simplify your training processes and move forward to a future that is less expensive, less stressful, more reliable, and more aligned with the vision you have of your business.